All right, hello guys. NeverRage is still under development. I've been doing my best to set up the persistent uh, game world content system. There really is no specific name for it, but I've been working on the persistency of items in the game world, the overall system, and how it's going to work. And today was supposed to be a release date, but we have to wait for the Steam review to be completed, and also because we want the game to be in a good state, in a playable state. It's playable right now, but we want to have more content and we want to show the features in the game when we release the early access, even though we know that early access is an incomplete state for the product. We still want to have enough content and want to be able to show everything for the most part in our trailer and get that out there. So for the testers, we want to, well, first off, a great thank you, a big thank you to everybody who tested the application. Everybody was patient so far, and we are entering a state where the game is actually about to be a commercial product where people have to start making decision on if they are going to purchase it or not. And with that, some people might have access and other people might not. The game is itself is going to be very cheap. uh, it's going to be on the Steam store for I think $10 to $5. This is because we want more people to be able to get access to the game because it is an online multiplayer, massively multiplayer game, and we want more people to be in it. So that's why we are considering as we set up the store page and whatnot. Um, so right now the game world itself is already designed, but we want to implement collisions on the buildings so you can walk through the buildings and things like that. We just want to check in on the various content that are in the game so that everything is in a good state. There are minimum bugs, minimum errors, and whatnot in the game when we release it. So right now, this recording is to show the content that we plan to show in the pretty much in the demo for the testers. I will release a preview, a demo. Again, the demo and the early access are two different things. The testers were using the demo, and it costs money to keep the demo up and running. And since the demo is a small bite-sized content, having the server up persistently, again, it costs some money. So we put that up for a little bit, and then we put it, and then we shut the servers down to manage our resources. So anyways, we will share this demo, and then next week, hopefully, maybe there might be a new build, and we're gonna have the server up again for more testing if possible. Um, anyway, so what we're gonna be testing today will be well, we're gonna be looking at, not really testing because it already works. We'll be looking at the time circle, and I might artificially adjust the time so that you guys can see it quickly, or it might change and I'll just show you guys uh, for preview purpose. What else? We also have the persistent data, something that I tried to explain earlier in the introduction. where you have reference, well, yeah, access to the reference. Let me start. Actually, the application is running right now. I'm sharing my entire screen, and so this is the backend. This JavaScript, and we have quest and whatnot, some arguments in here, and the player just connected. We identify the client. We're gonna log in here, and it's gonna check for various stuff and allow us to log in. And here we are. So there's right here. There's an intro dialogue system right here where you can choose multiple choice answers and responses to your avatar. And as you move up, hopefully the scope will change. Uh, Hopefully in few minutes or milliseconds. Alright, while that happens, we're gonna go up here. Okay, there it goes. Alright, so the Scala system actually works. As you can see here, there's a shadow which shows a different timeline. I mean, like a different hour ish in the game world in NeverRage. And what else we've been working on is the character selector. Here you should be able to select a race and then select your class or your trade. And once you select everything, that should be able to show you your character, and you should be able to move around and whatnot. And here is the inventory. I just click I to show my inventory, and there are various, it's a tooltip and there are various information on it here. So that's that. I will have to reset this to show you guys the persistence. So I'm gonna quit and I'm gonna restart, um, because the first state is the avatar state, and then after you complete the quest, you will then be able to change your class and whatnot. But right now, for preview purpose, we just have that automatically available when you click C. But anyways, this here also shows the saving system in the application. Those who tested the game earlier noticed that things weren't being saved and they kept having errors. Um, like they kept repeating the same progress that they made previously. And in addition to that, we also added a safety system to have player be able to complete the tutorials. As you can see here, if you try to get off and you need to complete the tutorial, you will be reset to a location where you can actually start the tutorial system again. So that's something we've been working on. And also, if you are moving fast, really fast, and the server is not accepting your movement speed, you will experience a little bit of jitter. And when that happens, you can go to advanced setting and just select a spec type or something like that to adjust your movement speed. If you set it at 30 FPS, it means that your CPU is really slow. It's a different type of system that you have, and it will give you more speed in a sense, hopefully, or something like that. I'm not sure if that works right now. Also, if you set your spec, well, I explain this. Anyways, that's supposed to work based on your system. If you are on a lower spec, it will work appropriately completely for your system. So I'm going to click I again and open my inventory. As you can see here, there are some details, stuff about item name. I'll just name a key one. Uh, and this cloud system, I mean this skylight system that you see here that is red, it means anybody in the game world can be attacked and be defeated in a sense. Um, so as the game goes on, as time goes on in the game, uh, the skylight system will notify players about the type of situation that they are in. At some point, some creatures might be using stronger attacks, or they might use poisonous attacks, or they might use it might just the overall system of creatures in the game will depend on the skylight, and the skylight system also reflect the states of the gods. If there's a conflict, there's a red sky, and if they are in a happy mood, it will be like a blue sky, and so on. Anyways, here we have the current owner name, which is empty, which means even though we have this item in our inventory, we don't own it because it is in our name isn't registered. We know where it is located. So in the future, if we want to go to where it is, if we didn't, if we buy a map from another player, like trade a map from another player, we'll be able to track the location down, or we might be able to find out which dungeon is in and go there and whatnot. So the inventory itself, we edited the UI so that you can only drag by clicking up here on the title itself. Players, I want to explain this because players might drag around here and not understand that you have to click on the title itself. Alright, so we're going to click F here to interact, and there you go. As you can see on the server behind here, there's a little bit of text, debug log, to explain the state. And as you can see, our account name is actually registered here as we are the owner now. And I can move up. I have a this item is now aging, and at the end of each age, it will go to its primitive the item state to open it. So I'm gonna show that, and just gonna log in and show that. So you get here, you grab the key, and you have to, at some point, you have, when the game is completely done, you have to go to the node. But right now you can just click and open and proceed into the area there. But when the game is completely done, you will have to do the requirement, which is to go to that specific location to be able to open the door. I just wanted to show that. I forgot. If you, there you go. Once you look at that again, it'll actually update the item name, and if you don't have it equipped, you won't be able to open the you won't be able to use it. Even like if you aren't the owner of it, you won't be able to use it. So as you can see, the day is changing, and so on like that. What else? So as I explained earlier, we have these stuff here, and we have orc mail. You can edit them and change. So based on the class, your movement style changes. As you can see here, this monk class because you chose monk class, you move like your sideways and your movement change into what we call a heavy movement system. If you were a barbarian, for example, let's change the model. Okay. The classes are still being set up, so animation is still in progress. So as you can see here, moving sideways as a human female that is a barbarian is different from if the character was a bard for, let's see, bard, alright, no, monk, let's go to monk. As you can see, a monk class will move differently in comparison to how you call it, barbarian or rogue. So and whatnot. Alright, so there are stuff like adding gravity to the class and whatnot that aren't set up yet. But as you can see, we have all the models. Pretty much, we have the gnome, human, and everything here. And we are still working on the on adding gravity to the heavy movement. So this is the free movement in a sense. It's a female here. You can tell from, I think so, from the way she walks. I think it's a female dragon, dragonoid, road, rogue. Hmm. Did I click the male? Anyways, female elf. I'll click that. Rogue or something. Yeah, guys, that's what we've been working on so far. And we also worked on the game world itself. Right now we have environment stuff to block that view for rendering purpose and whatnot. And yeah, so the game is in progress. We also have UI, like the hard UI for like skills and everything. If you are in the Discord, you will actually see that in some of the posts that we had. But yeah, that's what we are doing right now, and hopefully you guys can hang in there and be patient as we build this up, and we can obviously go into full screen or something. I'm not sure why I made an entire demo in not a full screen. Anyways, yeah, controller here. These options are not completely set up yet. We have audio here. We have music, but we haven't integrated that into the game world yet because it might get boring. And still, for the tester, if you listen to the same music a billion times, you might want to like turn it off or something. And we don't want to spoil things, so yeah. So that's it, and thanks for watching. We're gonna end the recording here. Bye bye.